entry on your screen, all your likes get taken. He don't care about the distribution and the circulation. What's up with the scope and the articulation? He can't be himself. People trying to slander and sue. He's just out here trying to give a solid review. Promote the Marvel Legends, dog. What's poppin' with you?
Hey, what's up you guys? Century Productions here, and today we're going to be reviewing a seriously badass figure, and that happens to be the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Hulkbuster. I've been waiting for a while for this figure to come out. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I mean, I can't really talk too much crap about this thing just because, I mean, this is essentially a free figure you're getting if you get an entire wave, and it was an awesome wave. So, I mean, it's definitely a bonus, and you know, also an incentive to get this wave. I mean, this is probably one of the best figures that Hasbro's ever made. By far the best movie figure they've ever made. Definitely a great update from the old Hulkbuster. I mean, there's just so many things clashing together. I mean, Hasbro just gave us a really good figure here. I'm really happy with this thing. Like I said, there is a couple gripes I have with it. Nothing major. Overall, I think the how they integrated the articulation into such a big figure. It's amazing. I mean, they did a killer job on this thing. It's fluent. It has a presence to it, and that's why I like it so much. So a couple things. Let's take a look at the packaging for the War Machine. You might be asking yourself, why would we be taking a look at the War Machine packaging? Well, that's because I want to show you guys what figure comes with which. It looks like Marvel Now Iron Man comes with his right leg. His left leg comes with Doctor Strange. The torso comes with Vision. Valkyrie and Thundra got the arms. And the other figures got the head and the torso and all that good stuff. So that's really cool. Let's take a look at what he looks like next to the old version, the Toy Biz version of Hulkbuster, which I am now dubbing the Baby Buster, just because of its lack of size next to the true Hulkbuster, the only Hulkbuster, and that happens to be the Avengers Age of Ultron Hulkbuster. Like I said, very good update. You can see there's a lot of dust on this old one. I better wipe this one down. God, man, just such a cool figure. And then real quick, let's see what he looks like next to the Mark 43, which I modded a little bit. He's got two open palms. No big deal. Don't ask me how I did it. I couldn't tell you. Forget, I was drunk. But this thing looks really awesome. I don't like how the reds are different colors. I would have loved to see this red on him. I think that would have made a better Hulkbuster paint app. Is this dark red, and I think they actually nailed the gold on this Hulkbuster. Unfortunately, this one's kind of like a plastic-looking gold, but the Hulkbuster also has a kind of plastic-looking gold too on the armor plating on the side of his arms here. But no big deal. I can get past it. Everything else looks really good. They did a good job on the silver, on the gold, on the inside of the figure. Everything's painted pretty nicely. It is kind of a bright red. But once you get past that, I mean, the sheer size of this thing is enough incentive to buy it. It's just awesome. And like I said, what I was really surprised about was how they integrated the articulation into this thing. I mean, the people at Hasbro are geniuses. They really are. This thing is awesome. The thing I was really surprised with, if we can take a closer look at, is this head sculpt. I'm really impressed with this head sculpt, especially the articulation. Well, first off, I mean, look at the detailing on this guy. We got the arc reactor right here, which looks like it has different paint apps. We can thank Tony for that, that works over at Hasbro. He works on all the painting and everything for the figures, and he's always done a really good job. It's probably not anything he could have done with this armor plating. I mean, like I said, this is a free figure. You're getting a free action figure, and a figure of this size. I mean, this is awesome. At least that's how I look at it. I know other people are like, oh, now I gotta buy all these other figures to get the Hulkbuster. But that's not how I look at it. You know, Toy Biz started that, so I'm just really happy with this thing. So we can see all the detailing and everything, and we can kind of see the difference in the gold right here. We got a more shiny gold on the legs here as opposed to this plastic kind of dull looking gold on the side. But I can get past it if I really wanted to. I got a guy that can paint it. I got a guy. But this thing is really awesome. Other than the paint, not really too upset, but I do want to show you guys something. You got to be a little careful with this thing. Now, how he's designed is the legs come in pieces, the arms come in pieces, of course the head, but this torso section, this upper torso section, actually comes in two parts, and you have to actually connect it top here. I can't really show it too well on my camera, but you can see it's split. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know how this thing goes together too. But that comes together, of course. So definitely a new way of how they're building this thing. It's something that Hasbro probably hasn't approached a figure like this in a long time. So I think overall it's really good. But when you put the arms in, I don't know if other people have had this problem. I'm sure other people have had this problem. It's not like I forced the arms in, but listen to this. All right, turn your sound down because it's gonna get a little loud. Oh God! I'm not even pushing it down or anything. It just makes that sound, which, I mean, that really sucks, dude. That really sucks that it does that. But I'm not like playing with this thing in the tub. You know what I mean? I'm basically posing this and. Okay, I do play with it in the tub. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But, oh, God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to do that. So that sucks that it makes that sound. I guess it's just the plastic rubbing against each other. Just be careful with this thing. Also, be careful when you're moving this upper torso. It doesn't look, at least mine, I don't want to risk it. I'm sure it actually might pop out of place and turn left and right, but I'm getting a lot of restriction. It's almost like an action feature. It's the Hulk punching action feature. But yeah, really cool. So let's take a look at the articulation. So I was talking earlier about how I like the head articulation, and they just did such a good job with this. You would think a figure of this size with the head, you wouldn't be able to move it too much, but they've got, I mean, you can look all the way down, you can look all the way up. I mean, it looks like it's almost got like two pieces of articulation in it. It tilts left and right. I mean, this thing, it really adds a different, you know, a presence to it. That's what I really like. I mean, you can have him in a really cool pose. You can have his helmet looking down, up. I mean, this is just awesome. They did such a killer job with the head sculpt, especially the articulation. Another thing I was really surprised with was the biceps right here. It actually has a bicep swivel. That's so awesome. I can't believe that. And then also the shoulder blades, how they're attached to the side of the arm here, doesn't conflict with the top of the torso or anything. I think that's just genius engineering right there. I mean, I just love that. It's got 2 points at the arm. Of course, it goes up and down, and then also a 360-degree rotation. And you can actually rotate this thing like 300. Oh, you can actually rotate this thing like 360 degrees if you wanted to, which is awesome. Go down into the hands, and of course he's got those Hulkbuster hands, which are really nice. And those actually go the standard wrist articulation. Let's see if it. Yeah, you could turn it left and right. You can go front and back, but there's not really much you can do with it. I mean, you can probably have his arms tied up a little bit, but you're gonna want to kind of keep him behind the guard there. But I like options, and Hasbro gives you options, so that's really cool. And nice detailing on the hands. They did a really good job on this. I mean, they did a great job on everything. You can see the detailing on the inside of the arm here. And then we go into the chest. Now this arc reactor right here, it does get covered up quite a lot, especially when you're getting them in certain poses. But look at the range of motion on the torso here. You can, I mean, this is crazy. You can go all the way up, you can go all the way down, just like Drop Zone. That's sick, man. I love that. And then we go, no waist articulation, but if they put waist articulation in it, it would just kind of ruin the figure because it would take away from the detailing on the inside right here. See, there's also more detailing on the back here. We got his boosters or thrusters or whatever, the Hulkbusters. I don't know, dude. Really cool detailing, though. They did a really good job on that. Go down into the legs, and those go front and back, of course. Front and back. And then we've got a really nice piece of articulation at the knees here. The knees allow you to, you can break Tony's leg if you like. You can push it all the way down. You can actually, it looks like it's got 2 joints. It's double hinged. That's the biggest double hinge on an action figure I've ever seen. It's crazy. But they did a really good job of hiding that with the front of the kneecaps there. And you can see there's some more detailing on that. I mean, overall, this figure is just massive. And this figure is just awesome. I love this. I love this so much. Go down into the legs. We got of course, they gave us peg holes. Why in God's green earth would you need peg holes on a Hulkbuster? I don't know, but I'm glad we got them. We go down into the foot here. It goes front and back. And we also got a pivot on the foot, which it really comes in handy with the Hulkbuster because now you can get them into some insane poses. It's just crazy. Not too much detailing on the bottom of the foot, but we got some detailing on the foot itself. They did a good job of painting in that silver. I don't see any of the red slopping over onto the silver, or vice versa. They did a really good job of that. Really good. I mean, the thing I'm most surprised by on this figure is the articulation. By far, they just did such a good job. Overall, this figure is awesome. I shouldn't even need to tell you guys to go out and grab it. You probably already have it. If you don't, you'd be insane not to go out and grab this thing. If the colors is what takes you aback from it, I mean, I would say go ahead and buy it and then just repaint it yourself. I mean, this figure is just so awesome. Like I said, one of the best figures Hasbro's come out with. Sorry this review's so long, guys, but I could talk for days about this figure. This thing is just so tight. I've been waiting so long. In the meantime, make sure to hit up the Marvel Legends community on Facebook. Make sure to hit up my Instagram and my Facebook. And just watch out for videos. I'm going to be reviewing the Hulkbuster wave. I got a lot of stuff to review, alright? I know I'm behind. Don't tell me. But yeah, this is Century Productions, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.